Hey y'all. Um, this message is for friends and family, and for anyone out there who, like me, has friends and family who, maybe aren't fully understanding the moment that is upon us, um, and that maybe even are cheering on a little bit some of the horrors that we're seeing daily now. Um, from the regime that's in charge in Washington right now. And we have to have a heart to heart today because we're at a breaking point. We are at a point where if this continues to escalate, we are on the precipice of a quite literal civil war in this country. I don't say that lightly. The folks who study civil wars actually ran simulations just last year and found that the starting of such a war would look very similar to the federal surge in forces that we've seen in Minnesota these past few weeks, and incidents happening that are happening now, where federal agents have now been involved in at least 2 murders in Minneapolis just this month, in broad daylight, against U.S. citizens. And this can't stand. You saw yesterday, I would estimate, over 50,000 people in the streets yesterday, easily, in minus 20-degree weather, saying enough. Enough. This is no longer about immigration enforcement. This is no longer about crime or getting crime under control. Those are all BS excuses. This is about a regime trying to assert authoritarian control and squash any dissent, any political dissent, and anybody who disagrees with them, and to squash them with the might of the federal government. It's the antithesis of the Constitution that I swore to uphold as an attorney. The antithesis. This is the opposite of law and order, the opposite of the rule of law. This is the rule by force and force alone, and rules for thee, not for me. And on today's incident, they're already trotting out claiming that he charged them with a gun. The video clearly shows otherwise. He approached them with his phone in his right hand, filming them. It is legal in Minnesota to carry a gun if you have a permit. It's legal in the United States to carry a gun. In some states without a permit. I can go down to Oklahoma right now and carry my sidearm with me openly. I can put a holster on my hip if I want in Oklahoma right now. And I would be perfectly within my rights. And based on the government's story right now, it would be perfectly legal for them to shoot me if I filmed them, and then for them to then take my gun and display it on TV and say, well, she had a gun, so we just had to shoot her. If that's the country we live in, then the Constitution is no longer in effect. So, I don't care what party you are. I don't care who you voted for. Now is a moral moment in America. It's okay if you got it wrong last November. I'm giving you one off point right here. This is your moment. Jump off the train and stand up for America and our Constitution, because if people you disagree with don't have rights, then neither do you. Because that means the government can just say you disagreed and now justify that you're dead or in prison or deported or whatever they want to do to you. Okay? And I want you to think about this. If this was truly just about deporting illegal immigrants, why did the big, beautiful bill include $45 billion for detention facilities? Let me say $45 billion. So to put that in perspective, Oklahoma City is in the process of building a brand new, state-of-the-art, amazing, 20,000 seat arena to be the home for their NBA team for $1 billion. So $45 billion for detention facilities. If you're just processing people and deporting them, why do we need that much detention space? Do you think this ends with immigrants? I need you to stop and think and ask yourself these questions. I don't care who you voted for, what party you are. If you claim you believe in the Constitution and you believe in freedom, then today's the day to say enough. And you need to publicly call on this president to resign. Say you've had enough of this big government overreach, creating terror instead of trying to bring people together. Just enough. This can't stand. And I'd sure rather it end with us peacefully saying enough than where it's headed. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love you. I love so many of you, and that's why it hurts so much, and why I get so heated sometimes when you won't listen to what I'm trying to tell you. It's because I do care. I care about you, about your rights. Like, I will fight for anybody's rights, even people I despise. That's part of the oath I took as an attorney, and my oath to this Constitution that I love. Because it has allowed us to build more freedom for people over the years. We've become a more free, better country because of these constitutional rights that we have. It means so much to me. I've dedicated my adult life to this. So I am speaking to you from the bottom of my heart. Please listen to me. This is a moment of moral imperative. You can either be on the side that is going to lead us to ethnic cleansing and turn this into 1930s Germany, and turn this into a country that invades other countries and occupies them. We're threatening Greenland. We're threatening Canada. Why? When we were friends with them, we got what we wanted out of them. Why do we need to threaten them and take them over? This is so ridiculous. My mom was born in Nazi-occupied Holland in 1943. My family went through this. I heard the stories. My grandmother told stories of men with guns showing up at the door demanding to know if any illegals were in there. And you know who the illegals were for her? There was Jews and American soldiers. And she took great risk and did hide American soldiers in her house. She told me the stories when I was growing up. She told me about how she would take in these American paratroopers, and they would leave her their parachutes, which were made of silk at the time, so that she could make clothes for the kids Is that what you want to see in this country? Is that the future you want? 'Cause that's where we're headed. It's already happening in Minneapolis. They marched a 65-year-old U.S. citizen out of his home in his underwear and handcuffs in the snow and cold because they were looking for illegals. They had guns drawn. They went into that house like fucking stormtroopers. He was a U.S. citizen. He fled fucking communism to come here and be free. And this is how we treat him? If that doesn't make you mad as an American, then I am sorry you have lost any moral standing at all as a human being. Our rights mean something. Federal agents don't just get to barge into homes looking for illegals, guns drawn, and just pick up whoever because of the color of their skin or their accent or whatever. That's not America. That's not the America I signed up to fight for as an attorney defending this Constitution. This is enough. So, please, start using your head. Think about this. Ask questions. And for the love of God, turn off Fox News and CBS that are just going to regurgitate whatever lies they're told by this government that is clearly in the business of lying now. Like, they're not even trying to pretend to have investigations. It's just outright lies. And if this bothers you, that I love you so much to try to have this conversation, then I don't know what to say. But we've got to find common ground as human beings and know when enough is enough. Our rights are quite literally on the line right now, and our peace. We do not have to self-immolate as a country. We can stop this now. Please hear me and know this comes from a place of love, not hate. Thanks.